Hello friends, welcome to today's pick a card reading. So the reading itself has to do with what you need to hear right now. So this could end up in things like advice, upcoming opportunities, just whatever Spirit wants you to know about your life or your upcoming life. I have 3 piles ahead of me. I've got pile 1, 2, and 3. So it's kind of like on my side, I think it looks right. So 1 over here, 2 over here, and 3 over here. Please take a second to relax and meditate and actually focus on which pile is going to resonate with you. Because if you just pick out what you're drawn to, this might not be an actual resonating message, but more so what you want, or the energy should be, but you're not in yet. So look at what actually resonates with you right now. And we can go ahead and get started. I've been feeling very down, so I'm trying to distract myself, and I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to start doing weekly pick-a-card readings or more if I can. So today I'm distracting myself, 1:01 on the clock, distracting myself today and eating grapes. Let's get started with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started. So we'll start off with your tea leaf oracle and see your overall message. Your overall message is the valley, deep personal strength and peace that ensures success. So whether you're in this energy or not already, just know that everything's going to be okay as long as you keep yourself balanced as much as you can. Whether that requires meditation, distracting yourself from negative thoughts, you need to give yourself peace, you need to give yourself acceptance, and you need to come to terms and be okay with maybe the things that you've done in the past or the people who have hurt you. All right. Great Spirit, please tell me what pile 1 needs to hear. What does pile 1 need to hear right now? The High Priestess upright, the Fool in reverse, and our floor chicken, the World. So, you guys' first message seems... Okay, so you guys already know... okay, so here's what I'm getting. You have intuitively been feeling like something is happening and it's correct. Or you've been feeling like you need to move forward with a situation or something like that, and it is correct. So the High Priestess upright representing accurate intuition, a correct psychic prediction, psychic ability that is in tune. Oh, this flew out. Ace of Pentacles upright. Wow, okay, so we've got a very positive pile so far. Don't want to get too excited, right? So let's see, the thing that you may have been feeling, or like your intuition is telling you, has to do with drugs, alcohol, or mental health. And it's saying that you should move forward with this situation or move forward with the thing you're feeling. So I don't know how else to really describe that, but it's kind of like, okay, so the Fool in reverse for me represents drugs, alcohol, mental health, right? You've had a feeling about something to do with that subject or topic, wherever it is, but it's been intuitive or psychically obtained. So with the World chicken, it's telling you to move forward with your idea. Let me ask, what should pile 1 move forward with in regards to this intuitive thought? The 3 of Wands in reverse. And the 3 of Pentacles upright. It's saying that you need to move forward with leaving a situation or a person. Someone is holding you back or telling you negative things or just treating you badly, and it's kind of like it's infecting your thoughts almost. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this person that you're hanging around or sticking around is filling your head with something, whether that's them like purposely trying to manipulate you, or maybe that's what the Fool has to do with. Maybe this person's just mentally ill and can't see their problems, but they're still hurting you, and you need to fly away from this situation. Excuse me. It seems like there's money coming in. I'll ask for details on the Ace of Pentacles, but with upright, this definitely means abundance and gaining this money, getting this money, but it doesn't come until you get rid of the toxicity or negativities around you. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse that flew out earlier tells me that you're in a space of either losing money constantly or just not feeling abundant, not being where you want to be financially, kind of like a lack of abundance. And the Queen can be a feminine energy, but it doesn't have to be. This could just be in general, like you're not super financially abundant yet. Page of Cups upright. Ooh, I want some details on that. Wow. Okay, got it. There's going to be somebody that comes in to help you and tells you about something that you could do or provides you with guidance, because like the Knight of Swords here in this deck, the horse is huge, and this little tiny little bird, you know, the blue, I think of calm because it's a nice dark blue. It's very relaxing, and it's not ocean-like, so it doesn't make me think of emotions like an ocean does, or water, you know. It makes me think of a calming blue energy, and the bird's super tiny, so it's like you're in this huge world, and this one random person comes in and like saves you or helps you like tremendously, and that's super fun. Okay, I'm not taking those, I just threw those, sorry about that. But yeah, so this is all kind of one thing you need to know. I really want to go back on the Fool in reverse. What is this about for pile one? The Fool in reverse. The Star in reverse. Oh, okay, so that does make sense. I want to say it resonates. Basically the same. Six of Cups upright. You may be having a feeling about somebody that you're interested in romantically, or someone that you love, even if it's not romance. It could be like a family member, a friend, or even like a job if you love your job. There's an energy of bad luck coming from this this union. And I think the Fool in reverse tells me that either you feel like this person is mentally ill, and absolutely they are. And then there's also, for some of you, it could be feeling like this person is addicted to something, or you could feel like maybe this person keeps using drugs or drinking alcohol or whatever it is, but like you're feeling something along those lines, and it has to do with a union where you love someone else. So that's what that's about. And you've been feeling this, or like feeling like this person's bad luck to you, or feeling like there's something wrong, but what the H-E-C-K is it? what I almost said H-E-L-L, but I went to heck. I don't know. I can say heck on here. But yeah, you've been wondering what the frick is going on, and like you feel something, but maybe you don't know exactly what it is. Because I suddenly get this like elevating sense of like relief almost. Even though this is not a relieving situation, I feel like I said something that clicked for a few of you where you're like, oh, so that's what I've been feeling, you know, like suddenly I'm happy and giddy, even though I'm sure half of you are not feeling that, because I'm not. 10 of Cups in reverse. It's time to nurture yourself and not other people, not someone else who has just been taking and taking and taking. You have been giving to either a person or a whole community, just repetitively, constantly giving, and you haven't really been receiving. So I'm not saying that you should sit here and wait to receive from others. I'm saying that you need to get out there and go give that exact same energy you've been giving to other people to yourself. So that way we can move forward to the Ace of Pentacles here. So what is this Ace of Pentacles about for pile one? Oh no, it landed in my food. That's why you don't leave a bowl of food out doing readings. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. It seems like there is a lack of boundaries here that you have right now. Right now you have a lack of boundaries or a lack of protection, and then it seems like here soon you're going to figure out what you need to do to resolve that and properly protect yourself from people, spirituality, like whatever it is, you're going to find the right amount of protection and the right method of it to where you're going to be able to start receiving. And for most of you guys, it's going to be receiving money, like a lot of it. Ace of Pentacles is very abundant, and then with the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse, this tells me that you're meant to be the Queen of Pentacles upright, which is a very abundant feminine feature. Even if you're not like a woman by birth, you probably have a lot of femininity in your chart, or just in your lifestyle, or you are a woman. I don't know, right? A lot of women watch these things. The Empress upright. So yeah, definitely a lot of female energy here. But anyway, back to the Five of Pentacles, or the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are going to be figuring out proper boundaries, and then also proper protection. So like I said, that protection can be spiritual. The boundaries are probably physical. It could be a little bit of both. Whatever it is, you're going to properly protect yourself, and that's how your money's going to come in. Because you've got to have both. The spiritual part, sure, now you're protected, great. But what about everyone else stepping all over you? That's not okay, not acceptable, you know? And it could be the other way around. Maybe you're super hard and cold and you're like, I hate everyone, and like, you know, like you keep everyone out. But like, what about the spiritual part? Energetically, you're fragile in that way. So you need to protect yourself in both areas, live properly, and eat cotton candy grapes. Okay. Great Spirit, what else does Pile 1 need to know? What else does Pile 1 need to hear right now? Pile 1 need to hear right now. Whoa! Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now we're backtracking. What is this about? What is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse about? Oh. Okay, can I get some clarity on what the World in reverse is talking about for Pile 1? Okay, so now I've got, like I said, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and I've got the World in reverse. The Move Forward chicken is in reverse, and Knight of Swords in reverse. A very desolate, dark feeling, especially since it's swords. It seems like if you don't move forward with something, you're gonna lose a lot, like almost everything, and you're gonna lose money for sure. So what is it that Pile 1 needs to move forward with? Let's see if I could get some details on that. What does Pile 1 need to move forward with? I immediately heard letting go. Six of Cups in reverse. So that same person I was talking about earlier, where you have that love for, it seems like if you choose to stay or not move forward, like away from them, if you choose to like stay in this connection or allow this person to keep treating you the way that they are, you're not going to get the abundance you want. So there's a lack of money by choosing not to move up. You would either choose to stay here or go lower if you're not moving on and letting go and pushing through all the crap that you have to go through in order to receive what you want. Like basically staying comfortable. There's a lot of differences between you and this person. And I think that some of that really hurts you, because it's good to have differences in a connection, but when there's too many differences, it's almost impossible to get along. And like that makes that really toxic feature of like super high love and then like really bad lows. You know what I mean? Eight of Wands in reverse. A bit of scattered energy, but it seems like you're learning to love yourself, or you're about to figure out how to do it. So it's up to you to keep that energy going. Do not fall into negative patterns. Do not fall back into what you used to do to resolve things. It's time to move forward, not backwards, and not repair, honestly. Like, don't repair anything right now. Don't repair connections. Don't repair yourself. I mean, unless you're broken, but I saw 14:41 in the clock. But move forward. And if repairing involves moving forward, then that's fine. You got to repair something to move forward, cool. But like, if it has anything to do with your past, you can't. Like, you've got to move forward. You got to move on. And if you choose not to do that, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to get spanked by spirit. Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's going to be a lack of communication, or there's going to be a delay that might make things a little bit harder in this situation. All right, let's move on to my serious deck for our last message. Great Spirit, what is one last message that Pile 1 needs to hear right now? One last message that Pile 1 needs to hear right now. Let me get a new set. I don't feel like this resonates. Okay, the sacrifice part did, because it just threw itself at me. Okay. Can I get some clarity on this for Pile 1? So a lack of sacrificing something would have caused you to stay in a very negative, toxic, emotional state. Right here, I'm seeing that, like, so the Sundance in reverse is basically choosing not to sacrifice. So if you choose not to sacrifice whatever is hurting you, you're going to stay in a very negative energy, and especially emotionally. Like, it's going to hit your emotions real hard. So I'm assuming that if you did the opposite, it would help you. Yeah, absolutely. So if you did the opposite, you would immediately get help. Like, you would immediately start feeling supported, or have a new support system, or have people who are able and willing to help you out. So another message here, we've got a negative authoritative figure here who's very abusive or mean, abuses their power. Okay, and what about this man or person? This could be a woman. I'm not sure. It looks like there's either two people involved, or this is you and the other person. So there's someone, if it's two people, there's one person who's in a position of power, authority, or likes to take charge, but they abuse their power very dirtily, or very much so, like narcissism level. And then Maiden of Pipes in reverse represents a feminine person who is overly emotional. And then with Cultivation, this represents something that happened really quickly and burnt out really fast too. And just didn't go well. So, like, you know, with Cultivation, it shows the crops all dying because they grew hella fast and then died because it's like, ouch, that hurt. So if this is you and the other person, I'm assuming that most of the people watching here are the Maiden of Pipes, being overly emotional because of something that happened so fast and so rapidly and so, like, fiery that it burnt down immediately. And also because of this other person, this person in charge, or this person who likes to take charge, hurting you by being negative and abusive, or being bad. I don't know. So yeah, why stay in that, you know? I'm feeling called to do one more. Okay, one last message for Pile 1. What does Pile 1 need to know now? The Wish card in reverse. What's this about? So there's a blockage regarding a wish you want. And it's saying you're not going to get it. What is the wish that Pile 1 will not get? Oh, wow. The wish you will not get is getting pregnant, having a child, or something to do with children. Why? Dang it, fell in my food again. Because you're being protected. Oh my gosh. So, oh wow. I don't know how many people this is going to resonate with, but I just went through a miscarriage, and all of this so far is resonating for me. I went through a miscarriage the beginning of this month or so, and I was ready to start my new life and my life with my partner, and, you know, but we were having so much trouble all the time, and I was kind of nervous because I was like, you're going to need to chill out if you want to stay with me, you know? And I do not want to have a child by myself again. which I've already been through. I love my son, but being a single mom was extremely difficult. Extremely. Like, it tore me apart. I don't ever want to do that again. So I had that miscarriage, and I still wanted to have a baby afterwards. I was very heartbroken and sad. Like, there was nothing I could do. It was gone. It was a very early miscarriage, but it was to the point where I already got a positive test, and I was devastated, you know? And there was something in the back of my mind that kept saying, this must have happened for a reason. But I didn't see that reason yet. I just felt angry at the world. I felt like everyone and everything was cruel. And, I was just angry at the world. But then lately, with all the stuff I've been going through with that same person, I'm starting to realize that, like, wow, I don't think I could have been okay with bringing a child into this connection anyway. So, sorry for that super emotional message. It's been rough lately. Yeah. So, we're being protected from it. And same goes with me. I was being protected from something very negative. So if your wish is pregnancy, or if your wish is something regarding a child, motherhood, whatever, just know that right now you're being protected from it. This does not mean you're never going to achieve this wish you want. But right now, it cannot happen. And if it does, like, if you force it to happen, you're going to be very upset and distraught. So right now, you're actually being protected, and you should thank your guardian angels and your ancestors for this protection that they're unwaveringly providing you, even though you want it so bad, you know. Okay, now that I've cried, it's time to end this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my Etsy shop at Sky's Tarot ETC if you're looking for personalized, detailed readings. I hope all of you out there stay strong, stay protected. Don't forget to feed your ancestors and provide offerings and stuff like that. And yeah, come back for the next message. Check out my daily readings, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. See y'all later, and I'm going to get started with pile 2. I love you, great. Pile 2, hello and welcome. Just had a very emotional reading with pile 1. So let's see what the news is up for you guys. Carrot. Opportunity or windfall. Excellent. Love to hear that. This is your overall message. Does not mean that that's all this reading is going to be about, but your starter message is pretty cool. New opportunity, new windfall, something coming to you maybe unexpectedly, or you're going to see it and be like, yes, I need to take this. So let's move forward and see what we've got for pile 2. All right. Great Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know? What does pile 2 need to know? Blah. I'll take it. It's only 2. Knight of Swords in reverse. 2 of Wands in reverse. I see retrospection. I think that's the word, where it's like you're focusing on yourself. I don't know if that's the word, but I see you guys focusing on something inside of you, or a pattern or a behavior, but there's something that's blocking your vision. Can I get some details on this? Said, yep, there you go. 6 of Swords upright. There's someone who's attacking your energy, and I think that it's making it very difficult for you to see clearly what's going on around you, because what's going on around you is that there's like, let me ask that part. What is going on around pile 2 that they can't see? Knight of Cups in reverse. See, look, the owl's eyes are literally closed. An owl's very spiritual to me, and it's in reverse. So there's absolutely something that you're completely blind to. 4 of Wands upright. It's possible that someone's telling you something, but the opposite is true. Or there's someone you're in a relationship with that gives you very, very, very low attention. Someone who just doesn't give a rat's, you know what, about you. or they like pretend to, like narcissistic level, like they pretend to care, but like they don't actually, you know? So let me ask more. What is it that pile 2 is not seeing? What is it that pile 2 is not seeing? Temperance. And 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I think what you're not seeing might have to do with an opportunity. You might not be even aware that there's an opportunity for you, or you might not be seeing that there's an opportunity that's been offered to you that is actually good, and like maybe you've seen it as evil or bad or something like that, and you couldn't see the goodness of this opportunity. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It seems like there's a negative aspect of parenting in this situation. So I don't know if that's literal, or if it's like someone is like taking control of you, like as if they were your parents, or maybe there's a lot of inner child healing that you're working on right now having to do with childhood or how your parents treated you. Like, I don't know, I'm having a hard time with this one because it's kind of all over the place. Let me get some details on the 6 of Swords, please. This is the one where there was the bat. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and 3 of Swords in reverse. So you guys are being made a victim because someone wants what you have. And it seems like you're being put through all this stuff by someone you trust. 9 of Wands upright. This is somebody, the person who's taking from you or like energetically attacking you is someone who you actually look up to or ask advice to from. And this person's absolutely taking from you, and either they're actually like casting on you or blocking you energetically or spiritually, or it's just their presence. Their very presence could be blocking you entirely from moving forward or from seeing what the heck is actually going on here. Page of Pentacles upright. It seems like you're going to receive some sort of news or information here soon that confirms this. I saw 2727 on the clock. Look up the angel number for 27 and just realize that that's almost true. So whatever it says on there, it's almost true. Actually, let me look real quick. Okay, guys, you're not going to believe this. Just as I was talking about this news or information coming in. Angel number 27 is a message from your angels that new information or news of a positive nature is on its way. So listen to your intuition and heed its guidance for your highest good. Believe in yourself, your intuitive messages, and your inner promptings. You have been receiving messages about your life purpose, and your angels encourage you to follow the guidance and directions accordingly. Trust that your angels support you. Angel number 27 is a message of faith, trust, and self-belief. Your angels ask you to step forward on your life path with confidence and grace. Maintain a positive attitude and perspective, and trust that you will manifest positive results, rewards, and blessings into your life. Out. So, you're going to receive some news soon. Let me ask if I can see what news Pile 2 is going to receive. 4 of Swords upright. Is that the blind owl? Didn't you already get a blind owl? Jesus, guys. So you guys are like blind. Are you legally blind? Because this is crazy. Okay, I'm talking shit, but I've been there too. Okay, so 4 of, what is it? Swords. 4 of Swords upright. In this deck, it's like, okay, so the other one was the owl, eyes closed, but it was in reverse. This one is upright. The owl's a little bit smaller, and now the owl looks happy. So, you are either going to choose to ignore that information and pretend everything's fine and block your blessings, or you're going to just barely start to open up your eyes once you get that information or news. And I don't think you're going to open up your eyes entirely immediately, but you're going to finally start to. And you're going to start seeing everything so fast once your eyes are open. Like once you just barely open open them up, you're like, whoa, I see everything now. About whatever this is, you're going to receive news or information about it. Some details I got was the Sun upright and the Page of Cups upright. Someone's going to possibly propose an offer to you, literally propose to you, or the news you're going to receive is about a marriage or someone you've been with for a long time. Okay, I think this reading's getting a little bit messy, so let's move forward. All right, Great Spirit, what else does pile 2 need to hear? What else does pile 2 need to know? Not in my food. I keep doing that. I was doing that all the time with pile 1. I need to move this damn bowl. Okay, 8 of Pentacles upright. This adds a little bit more to your energy of obliviousness. You guys are trying to fit something where it does not belong. You're trying to pretend like something can fit in the circle, even though you're pretending like the square is gonna fit in the circle. You know, because it's this little guy. He's literally like trying to figure out all the shapes and stuff. He's got all of them behind him except for the triangle, which is the one he's picking at. And you're trying to just fill it in for whatever reason, but it's not working. What's some details on this? Wheel of Fortune upright. Some of you might be waiting to get lucky, hoping for luck, hoping for a miracle instead of taking action. Or some of you guys are delusional about luck. You might be delusional about luck itself, thinking you're going to get lucky, and that's not the case. You actually need to take action. Or some of you might be a little bit delusional about a connection that you think is luck. Like you think, oh, this is the last person I'll ever meet. This is the best person I've ever met. This is the only person I'm meant for. It's like that self-delusion where it's like kind of lucky. Like, I'm so lucky to have met this person. I can't believe I did it. It feels like delusion to me. It feels like, and delusion, I'm trying to use it as lightly as possible because I know it's like a disorder of some sort, and not all of you are delusional people. It's just about this specific situation, if that makes sense. I just don't know a better word for it. I'm not super intelligent with words, but yeah. So you're trying to fit in luck where it does not fit, and you could be using this luck for other things, or maybe analyzing other things as being lucky and being appreciative of it, but it's just not working in your favor right now. All right. Great Spirit, what else does pile 2 need to hear? What else does pile 2 need to hear? Spiritualist. If you recently did some sort of light work, magic that was light spell work, prayers, manifestation, it definitely worked and your energy is much clearer. If you haven't done it yet, it is recommended that you go do this. And again, light work, white light, prayers, manifestation, nothing dark. Do not perform anything dark. It looks specifically like your ancestors want you to ask them for something you need. Whether that's guidance or a physical thing or whatever it is. It's like you need something or you need help with something and they want you to ask them. But pray to something light, so try to keep it simple as like the creator or God. None of the guys under them, not Jesus, not a deity, not a demon. And sometimes when your ancestors have been through a lot of dark stuff, it can kind of conflict energy. So that's why I say try to stick to the creator. But your ancestors are here saying, hey, just ask, we'll figure it out for you. So that would be helpful there. What else does pile 2 need to hear or need to know? The moon is sitting there like this. I don't know which way it goes. Pile 2. I think right now your energy is in limbo. Right now your spiritual energy is very much in limbo. And there's something you're trying to create that's causing you to become very angry, temperamental, defensive, or just sharp with your words towards other people. Something you're trying to create that's maybe not created fully yet, or hasn't been working as much as you want it to, whether that's a thing, a person, or a connection, or what. But you're trying to create something and you're really like upset about it. Like, I feel irritated all of a sudden. Like, you're like, this is gonna work. And kind of like the chicken earlier, that's not the case. The giveaway dance came out as well, which represents that you need to give away this energy. You need to get rid of this person, this place, this situation, especially if you want to move forward in life, and not keep living in a fantasy dream world. It seems like there will be people who can support you through this. You just have to ask, or you have to find them, or something like that. And with the moon in reverse, this is definitely negative spiritual energy. It's not even in reverse, and I said that. It's like sideways. So that tells me that it's probably more negative than it is positive. But your energy is absolutely in limbo right now. And I think it's like they're waiting for you to make a decision. Right now you're being treated unfairly, or there's a lack of justice around, or a negative legal situation. And until you give up something that's not good for you, that you're so defensive about, until you give that thing up, you're not going to move forward. You're going to be stuck in this bad energy. You're going to be stuck in bad luck. You're going to constantly be defending something that doesn't deserve the defense. And you're going to constantly be in imbalance and unfairness. So, yeah. Let me get one more message for pile 2. Great Spirit, one more message for pile 2, please. What else does pile 2 need to know? There could be an illness going on here. And this isn't like, I don't think this is physical. I think that this is mental. I see depression, loss, sadness, grief. And you either will be, or you're right now feeling like you lost a battle. But with this card in reverse, I don't know how to pronounce it. Travis. With that one in reverse, this means you are not stuck. You are not trapped, or you are no longer being held back by anything but yourself. So you lost a battle, you experienced a loss, you're going through grief, depression, sadness, you're very overly emotional, but you are now considered to be free or able to do what you want to do. You're not being held back by anything but yourself right now. Something is not going to grow with a person that lacks around you. There's someone who lacks, maybe integrity came to my mind. Someone who lacks integrity, peacefulness, respect. There's someone who's been leading you on, telling you that they're going to do something for you, but never actually doing it, or telling you they're going to change, or some marble crap like that. You guys are very unprotected right now, and this also has to do with the fact that you're not asking for help, whether it's from your ancestors or physical people, or because, like, if you do ask for help and stuff, then it's because you're not providing offerings to your ancestors, and you might just be asking constantly but not giving them the energy back that they need. So you can turn all of this around and you can start growing, but I'm not seeing that in range just yet. I think for a lot of you guys, you have to heal. And I know some of you are going to be very frustrated hearing that, but you've got to heal if you want to move forward and if you want to be truly happy. And you've got to stop hanging on to this crap bag, whoever this person or thing is. You guys are no longer being held captive. There's nothing stopping you now but yourself. It's not other people. It's not another place. It's nothing but you. So get yourself together and move forward, move up, highest vibrations only. Get away from people who do not serve your purpose anymore. Heal. Take that time to heal. Go through the grief, the trauma, whatever it is. But just get out of the situation you're in now, because good God, I cannot tell you how much I hate that energy. And I understand. Been there many, many, many times. Get out of there. There's so much better on the other side. I swear there's so much better. Like, once you finally actually are like, okay, I'm over it. I'm tired of this stuff. And you like leave it all in the past, like for real. And you don't like keep going back to your old habits randomly. It's so empowering. It's like suddenly all of your questions become answered, your dreams become true, and you just slowly are like, wow, I'm finally, after 7 billion years, being rewarded for what I worked so hard for. I hope I can see you guys do that. But in the meantime, take your time, heal, and yeah, all the fun stuff. So pile 2, that's all I had for you. Check out my Etsy at Skies Tarot ETC. Look at yourself, look inside of yourself, and keep healing. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I really hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 3s. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at what you need to hear. So, your overall message, the boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. The other group also had, pile 2 also had an opportunity message that came up. I think the tea leaf was carrot. And so, you guys are so far, like with this single oracle card, more specified towards money coming in. Money, not an opportunity, not healing, not strength, but money. So let's get into it and see what we've got going on for you guys. Great Spirit, what do we have for pile 3 that they need to know? What does pile 3 need to know? Holy moly. Okay, 6 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. There might be a connection currently or recently that has held you back really, really heavily. There's a connection that no longer has the love it used to. It no longer has the happiness it used to, the fulfillment, something like that. But I want to say love the most. There's no longer that love that it used to have. And now you might feel stuck or trapped or like, what the heck do I even do? The Hermit in reverse, yeah, you guys are a little bit too isolated and maybe taking this too harshly. And I understand you've got to process your emotions, how you process them. Things suck. Stuff sucks to go through. Like, stuff sucks. And especially when you're reminiscing so much on what you used to have or what used to be rather than what can be. 42 on the clock. Rather than what can be and what will be in the future. Oops, I keep dropping these. This is ridiculous. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Wands upright. You guys are gonna come into a catch here soon, but first you have to break something and lose something. It could be together, like break and lose, you know, break it down, lose it, whatever. Probably the same thing, but 5 of Pentacles in reverse is like you've got to lose money or you've got to lose something that you have in order to get the catch that's meant for you. So it looks like there's a lot of confusion with this pile, which makes sense because I'm seeing like all the reminiscing and feeling alone and like just having a hard time getting unstuck from whatever you're stuck in right now. So let's see what you can do. Great Spirit, what can pile 3 to become? What can pile 3 do to become unstuck? Ooh. Ace of Cups in reverse, King of Wands upright. There's a lack of growth between you and a masculine person, whether that's an actual man or a masculine, whatever. There's a lack of growth between you and this person, and they are holding the very weapon that has been hurting you. I've never noticed that dart before with that king chicken. This person's acting calm, but deep down, they're maybe immature, neglectful. Maybe they are very calm, but they're not good for you. Like, whatever it is. Like, maybe they are mature, but they're just not the right person for you. There's a lack of growth within a connection. And I think that one of the first things you need to do is to realize this. Realize that something is not going the way you want it to, and it probably will not again. Like it's something that clearly was good for you in the past, or there was something that you had a lot of feelings towards, like positive feelings towards in the past, and now it's not the same. And, you know, vice versa, like someone had a lot of positive feelings towards you and now they don't. It's something that you can't keep staying stuck on, because I feel like this is holding you back entirely. Like you've got to let go of this thing. Even though, okay, so like with the Five of Pentacles in an upright stance, there's still money in that pot, and it's been broken into. So there's still money in that pot, but that chicken doesn't want it no more. So yes, there is still stuff here. There's still things that you're going to be left with as you leave this process. There's going to be money that has to get left behind, items, a person, literally. Like, yes, there's still something there, and you're always going to have that thing, those memories, the things that used to happen, but you're not going to stay in the energy. So it's time for you to look away from what you used to have versus what's going on now, or like what you can have. So once you actually walk away and don't look back, I think you're going to get something really cool. What is pile 3 going to get or achieve once they finally look away or move forward? What? The Fool upright. I didn't even see it because all these other cards are flying around. King of Pentacles in reverse kind of came out for some reason. But to me, that represents a masculine person who is not good with their money or gets their money from bad sources. Okay, so for you guys, if once you finally move away, move out, walk away, geez, I can't talk. Once you guys let go, walk away and move on and leave all that stuff behind and just let it happen. Like, just be like, okay, fine, this was stuff, but it's not anymore. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I'm saying? The Fool upright tells us that as soon as you do that letting go and coming to acceptance, that's a good word, you're going to experience beautiful new beginnings. What kind of new beginnings? Can I get some details for pile 3? 2 of Cups upright. So you're going to meet someone new for sure. You're going to meet somebody new, and whatever this subject is, if this is romance for you guys, which I feel like it is for most of you, you're going to find a new romantic partner once you leave behind this one that has left you shattered. If you're not if your reading doesn't resonate with romance and it's something else like finances, you're going to find a new partner for that topic, whether it's a hobby partner, a contract, a partner who can sign a contract for you, a new job. Like, you're going to meet someone or something new that has to do with your subject. So whatever you've been thinking about this whole time, that's what it has to do with. Don't start changing your mind and being like, oh, could it be this? No, stop. Whatever you were thinking about this whole reading that I just did, that's what it's talking about. You're going to meet someone or something new for that specific subject. So like I said, if it's romance, which I feel like is for most of you, you're going to meet a new person that you might really like and get along with, or even love. Okay, Spirit, what else does pile 3 need to know? What else does pile 3 need to know right now? Six of Wands upright. We already got this one earlier, so I guess there's more emphasis on this here. You're going to catch something. That sounds pretty evil. Page of Swords upright. You're going to catch some information or some news. You're going to receive some information or news that wasn't going to come to you originally, but somehow you get it or you obtain it. Like, maybe you like ask someone else randomly. You're like, hey, have you heard about this? They're like, oh yeah, I remember that. This is what's going on. And like, they wouldn't have told you otherwise if you didn't ask. Or like, you might snoop and find something on someone's computer or phone or something. I don't know. You're going to find some sort of news or information on your own, and it's not something that's coming to you. You're going to feel like you need to do something, and that's where you're going to receive your information or news. What is the news or information about for pile 3? I'm curious. Ace of Pentacles. So you guys are going to receive news about money. You're going to find an opportunity for money and you're going to take it, or you're going to do something to receive that opportunity. So again, this isn't someone just coming out of the bushes being like, I found you, you want some money? Like, it's going to be like, let's say you see an ad on Facebook, or you see a video that you really like and you comment on that creator's video, and then all of a sudden they comment back, they're like, I want to collab with you, you're cool, or I don't know, something like that. Or maybe you do snoop. I don't know if like you need to know about financial information from someone, but they're not going to tell you, and you're going to figure it out on your own by searching yourself. King of Pentacles in reverse is back once again. You're going to hear from someone, or the news is about someone who has problems with their money. This is someone who told you something different than what you're about to find out. So if someone said, oh yeah, I'm like rich. Oh yeah, they're actually not at all. And you're going to figure this out. Or like, I'm trying to think of what else this could be. You might find out that something's not as profitable as you thought it was. What else could the information be? The Lovers in reverse. A separation. So the information's going to tell you about... The information you're going to receive is about a separation. I'm trying to think here. Because this was like, it didn't seem like this had to do anything with a separation. And now it does. Lovers in reverse, separation. A negative person, a person who's negative with their money. Maybe maybe an ex is going to reach out and be like, hey, I got a whole bunch of money for some reason. I don't know. It seems like something that someone told you is the opposite of what's true, and you're going to find that out. And there's something to do with a separation or an ex here. Like maybe this information causes a separation, or maybe it's your ex coming in and telling you about someone else, or maybe your ex told you this information and then you're going to find out that they were lying. I don't know. Any information on the Lovers in reverse? This is absolutely romantic here. So this is a romantic situation. And pile 3 finds out what about the romantic thing? Pile 3 finds out about what about the romantic thing? King of Swords in reverse. It almost gives me revenge energy. This person is going to act like they don't know what's going on, but they absolutely do. And they're going to be mean about it too. 4 Pentacles in reverse. This person's got their guard all the way up. So you're going to find out information either from them or about them. And it's going to be different from what they said it would be. But there's something about money. What's the money have to do with this? Well, the money has something to do with maybe something legal. Growth of some sort. Like if you started a new business, this person might try to take your business, or maybe they're going to say you owe them something that you've been growing and working on is going to possibly be at risk from this person. Yeah. Otherwise, if this person's not trying to take anything from you, they're going to lie about why they're putting up their guard, and you're going to find out that they were not. They were lying. You're going to find out that they were like totally juking you. Right, let's get to the last deck. Thank you, Great Spirit. Alrighty. Great Spirit, what does pile 3 need to know right now? What does pile 3 need to know right now? There's an argument or a conflict that might end up making you feel, or leaving you feeling empty. An unwinnable argument or conflict. Something that you absolutely can't win. It's going to make you feel empty, maybe useless is what I'm feeling. Just a lot of negative stuff. It's going to make you feel very negative. What does pile 3 need to hear this for? So you're going to try to create something with another person. I don't know what... I'm going to move on because I don't know what this has to do with this. So, okay. Now we've got that you're going to create something or try to create something, dang it, with another person. The Lovers is on the ground. So this could be romantic. What does this have to do with... what's going on with this for Pile 3? This joint effort and stuff. What about this for Pile 3? Okay. I see somebody locking themselves up in addiction, drug or alcohol use, and ruining the entire thing. So you're going to try to create something with someone and you're not going to get what you want because, like, they choose to ruin it all. Like, they choose to, like, grab the key and throw it away. Death upright. Holy crap. So there's a very harsh ending coming for you guys, Pile 3. And I want to see, who's the person at fault here for Pile 3? Who's the person at fault for Pile 3's ending? I'm just curious. A man, a masculine person. There's a man or a masculine person who's been sitting there telling you, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, or like, oh, you suck, like mocking you kind of, or you're sitting there trying to figure everything out and they're like, is that hard? Like, you suck. Like, thinking of really mean things. Yeah, you're doing it super, you're healing, but you're like super slow. You blow, like, this is something or someone you've been defying for a little while. Either the ending or maybe the person you've been rebelling against, but you're trying to create something with this person and they're a complete jerk. They're not looking inside themselves at all. Like, they're putting the blame on you for everything. Holy crap. So that's coming to an end, and that was more clear than any of these piles. I think there's been an ending or a loss in every pile so far, but like, that was like, I know what the heck that is. You're gonna lose someone, it's their fault, and yeah, move forward with your life. Wow, okay. Jeez, it makes me feel like I want to laugh a bunch, but it's not a funny subject at all. It's almost like that laugh of insanity. Okay, let's move forward. And my throat. Okay. Great Spirit, what else does Pile 3 need to know? Okay, we've got a negative person of authority here. What about this person for Pile 3? A tricky person. So there is somebody in your life who is being dishonest with you, or is trying to trick you, or is hiding things from you. This is someone who is considered to be either like an actual person of authority or leadership. It's like someone who owns something, or a boss, or someone who's ranked up top for something or whatever. Or this could be somebody who's very unfair in their authority and they like to take control, or they like to take charge. Regardless of what kind of leadership this is a very bad person who takes advantage of other people and absolutely abuses their power. So there's this position of authority for you guys who is tricking you or deceiving you. This is a male. This is absolutely a masculine person. This is a male who appears to be emotionally balanced or appears to have their shit together, but if they do, they're a very dishonest person. There's new beginnings regarding this situation. So what are the new beginnings regarding this for Pile 3? Newness. I wanted to say newity. Newness, purity. What are the other new beginnings for Pile 3 regarding this person? A very emotional time. So I want to say that this might have to do with the person that you're losing or having to ditch. And there's brand new things coming for you guys, but there's going to be a pretty difficult period of emotionalness first. What is the newbie? What does this situation have to do with Pile 3? What's going on with this male? Jeez. This male either now or is about to have their guard up and try to maybe blame some more things on you. What's going on with this male for pile 3? There's a battle lost. So you're probably going to be losing this person. And it seems like you're going to fight for it at first. You're going to fight to keep them, or you're going to fight to, like, keep this thing going, whatever it is. But then I see you end up taking the loss and going through this emotional period of time. But then being renewed, new and brand new beginnings for you. Can I get some more in the new beginnings for pile 3? Ruin. So it's kind of like you guys are being broke down entirely in order to be rebuilt in a really fresh way. New beginnings for pile 3. So something is unfair here, and you guys are getting rid of it. You guys don't stand for a lack of justice. You guys don't allow imbalances to happen for very long, if at all. And you're taking care of it, like, ASAP. I just got that on the bottom, so this shows me positive spiritual energy. Keep yourselves cleansed and protected, and just keep going forward with your highest good as much as you can. Because I already see that happening for you guys. So yeah, I guess I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on Etsy at Sky's Tarot ETC, and I hope to see you guys later. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Bye.